Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Family Story Time. Miss Barb here today, and I'd like to get started by singing the good morning song. So, good morning to you, and how do you do? I'm happy to see you. Good morning to you. And it is a good morning today because we're here for Family Story Time. So, do you have any idea what Miss Barb is going to talk about today? Could it be bunnies or rabbits? I think it is. I have a really good story that has a rabbit in it. And the reason I wanted to read a story about rabbits and talk about bunnies is because Easter's coming up very soon. And a lot of people think that it's a good idea to get a rabbit for a pet. Well, what you don't know is that rabbits take a lot of care. So think very carefully before you get a rabbit. Because rabbits are very fragile, and you can't just pick up a rabbit and rough a house with it like you do your dog. You have to be very, very cautious about a rabbit. So I want to sing a song with you guys about rabbits, and it's called 5 Little Bunnies, and you can see that I have 5 little bunnies up here. So let's count the bunnies together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little bunnies. 5. So this is how it goes. It says, 5 little bunnies hopping on the floor, 1 hopped away, and then there were 4. 4 little bunnies as sweet as can be, 1 hopped away, and then there were 3. 3 little bunnies that I once knew, 1 hopped away, and then there were 2. 2 little bunnies, oh what fun! 1 hopped away, and then there was 1. 1 little bunny playing in the sun. 1 hopped away, and then there were none. So that is our 5 little bunnies, and they're all gone. They went off to go get some vegetables because we know that bunnies like vegetables. So we're going to read a story today, and this isn't just any bunny we're going to read about. It's about a magic rabbit. We've all seen magicians, right? Where a magician pulls the rabbit out of a hat and says abracadabra, and everyone's like, oh. So that's what our story is about today. It's called The Magic Rabbit. So we're going to read that and find out what happens to the magic rabbit. Okay, so Ray and Bunny lived together in a tiny apartment in the city. They were business partners, and Ray was a magician, and Bunny was his loyal assistant. So here's Bunny way down here, and there's Ray. It says they were also best friends, and they did everything together. Look, they're watching TV and eating popcorn. They're sleeping together. It says every Saturday, Ray and Bunny took their magic show downtown. But one Saturday, the sidewalk was a little more crowded than usual. And just as Ray said the magic word and Bunny was about to leap from the hat in a spray of glittering stars. And what was that magic word? Is it abracadabra? Crash! The scene became a terrible tangle of balls and stars and juggler and magician and hat and Bunny. Bunny? Where are you? Shouted Ray. The hat was empty and Bunny was gone. Where could Bunny be? Meanwhile, the juggler's yipping pug was chasing Bunny down the sidewalk and right into the busy street. Car horns blared, honk! Bicycle bells rang, ding, 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 and people shouted, get out of the way! Bunny dodging in and out in the traffic, and at last Bunny made it safe across the street. It says, but where was Ray? Bunny could see, all he could see were legs and feet, and maybe if Bunny followed them, they would lead him back to Ray. The feet led him to a cool green park. It was beautiful. And it was a wonderful place for a little bunny full of squirrels to frolic with and little bits of pretzel to nibble on, but no Ray. So there's Bunny in the park, but he doesn't have his friend. I hope they find each other. And as the sunlight faded away, so did everyone else, and Bunny was all alone. Whoa, it's dark. So Bunny wandered along the dark streets thinking of Ray and wishing that they were sitting down to dinner together right now at their own little table in the kitchen. And all around him people were hurrying home to their own dinners, and no one stopped or even seemed to notice the lost little bunny. It says Bunny hopped along a little further, and then he slipped down a dark alley to rest. He was tired and hungry, and he missed Ray terribly. A tear rolled down his nose. His nose twitched, and then his nose twitched again, and Bunny smelled something good to eat. It was popcorn, his favorite. Bunny got right to business, and as he was nibbling, he noticed something shining among the kernels. Glittering stars, lots of them. So Bunny followed the path of stars out of the alley and along the street and up the hill and down some stairs. I do hope he finds Ray. And through the subway station all the way to his very own hat. And look, there's Ray picking up the hat, putting it on his head, and oh my goodness, it's Bunny! The last train of the night pulled away, and only a magician and his bunny assistant were left on the platform. But two old friends never mind walking home together. And there they are. And that's the end of our story, The Magic Rabbit. I love a happy ending, and thank goodness this one had one. So before we go on to our craft that Miss Barb has for you, and that is in the packets that you guys could have picked up this week, I'd like to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, because the story started out during the day, but it ended up at night, and Bunny was all alone in the park, and he found those glittering stars, so it made me want to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So let's get our twinkle fingers up really, really high. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Nice. Very good, guys and girls and everyone out there. So give Miss Barb a moment, and she's going to show you what was in the packet that goes with my story. I think it's going to be magical. So while Miss Barb was getting ready, several of her friends decided to join her. This is my rabbit in a hat, and there he is getting ready to pop out of his hat, just like in the story. And also, I don't know if you recognize this, but this is Peter Rabbit, and he's in a lot of stories, and he likes to listen to stories. And this is his sister. It's either Mopsy or Flopsy. Miss Barb's not sure which one it is. And they wanted to come see my craft. So we're going to let them sit here. So if you picked up a packet this week, you would have found a craft, and it's a magic rabbit in a hat packet that Miss Barb has. And it goes along with our story that we read, The Magic Rabbit, which I thought had a really good ending to it, and it was a happy ending. So in your packet, you're going to find a hat and a rabbit and some eyes, and hopefully a pom-pom for his nose. So what you're going to do, oh, and a stick, a popsicle stick, a big one. So you're going to glue your rabbit onto your hat, just like Miss Barb did. And then you're going to give him some eyes. If you don't like the eyes that Miss Barb gave you, you can always draw different eyes. So this one's got sleepy eyes, and this one he's got some startled eyes. Look at that. So there's my two different rabbits and different eyes, because it's a surprise what kind of eyes that you got. And this one lost his little nose puff. I don't know what happened to it. And this one has a pink one. And I drew the whiskers on there, and I drew his mouth. And then I put the stick on so I can hold it up so it looks like I have a magic rabbit in a hat. And what's the magic words that we say with the magic rabbit in a hat? We say abra, cadabra, and they pull the rabbit out. Well, let me tell you about pulling the rabbit out. So if you ever have a pet bunny or you find a bunny, never, ever, ever pick the rabbit up by his ears, because that could really, really hurt him, and you don't want to do that. To pick up a rabbit, you have to hold him, and you have to support his bottom like this, because they're scared. They don't like to be picked up. And also, you never pull a bunny's tail, because that would hurt them too. And I know you guys do not want to hurt a bunny, do you? So you have to hold the bunny and wrap your arms around it and make it feel really, really secure, because bunnies are what they call prey animals, and that means that they're the ones that always are getting eaten. And we have to be careful, because bunnies are always on alert. They're always alert for danger, so that's why bunnies don't like to be picked up very much. So this is Peter Rabbit and his sister, and this is our story, The Magic Rabbit, and that's all for Miss Barb's Family Story Time this week. So I'm going to say, see you later, alligator, and after a while, crocodile, and you guys have a very happy, hoppy Easter, okay? Goodbye, everybody.